Let me ask that again. What do most people know about me? Yes, peanuts. I know what you say. I know what you call me. Mr. Peanut, Dr. Peanut, the peanut wizard, the patron saint of the peanut. I've heard them all. It is true, I did create over 300 uses for the peanut, but I also came up with over 150 uses for the sweet potato and did lots of work with the black-eyed pea and the soybean and the tomato as well. But because you probably came to hear something about the peanut, I'll talk about the peanut. But first let me tell you about my great nemesis. Do any of you know who my great nemesis was? Well, you're lucky. I'll tell you who my great nemesis was. My great nemesis was a little creature known as the boll weevil. Oh yes, the boll weevil is a revered figure down south. Several years ago, I was the keynote speaker at a celebration honoring the boll weevil. Yes, you see, the boll weevil had done much to help free the South of its dependency on King Cotton. And well, the little town of Enterprise, Alabama, wanted to thank him for it. But even before the boll weevil came around, and that was around 1903, and nearly decimated the cotton crops, cotton farmers in the South were already seeing reduced yields. Cotton, as some of you scientific folks in the audience may know, takes nitrogen from the soil, over time reducing its capacity to nourish the plant. So, years of planting only cotton, combined with the arrival of the boll weevil, presented a problem of almost epic proportion. And I decided that I needed a crop that could replace cotton as a major crop. But I didn't exactly know what that crop should be. And I knew I needed a crop that it should fulfill three needs. I needed something that would not be attacked by the boll weevil. I needed something that could put nitrogen back in the soil, which I knew from previous research, legumes, peas, beans, pot-bearing plants. I knew these could do this. And finally, I needed something that could be useful. And so finally, I had no idea what that crop could be until one day I prayed about it. And I said, I was just in my everyday prayer, and I said, "Dear Mr. Creator, will you tell me why the universe was made?" And the great creator replied, "George, you want to know too much for that small brain of yours. Ask for something more your own size." So then I asked, "Dear Mr. Creator, will you tell me why man was made?" Again, the great creator replied, "George, you're still asking for much too much. Cut down the extent of your request and improve the intent." So then I asked, "Dear Mr. Creator, will you tell me why the something small, something insignificant, the peanut, will you tell me why the peanut was made?" And he did. Over 300 times. Foods, beverages, facial and body products, products for the home, linoleum, axle grease, wallpaper, flooring, mini linoleum, all these different things could be made from the lowly peanut. After I learned that, I sought to share it with my students. Then I sought to share it with the local farmers. Then I sought to share it with the entire United States. That's right, in 1921, I went to Congress. I spoke before the United States House of Representatives Ways and Means Committee. I spoke in support of a tariff on foreign peanuts. My testimony was only supposed to last 10 minutes, but after I pulled out my Pandora's box with all of my peanut and sweet potato creations, I was granted several extensions and spoke for nearly 2 hours. Don't worry, I won't do that tonight.